All right, guys, we are going to talk about how to create motivation even when you don't feel motivated, even when you don't want to show up to the gym, so that you can actually build some consistency on your weight loss journey and start seeing the results that you want to see and start living in the dream body that you've always dreamt about. All right. So, I spent the first 5 years of my fitness journey extremely inconsistent. There was a short period of time in the beginning where I was consistent, but that's because I had a friend that would call me every morning on his way to the gym and say, "Hey, I'm going to be in the gym. I'm going to be at the gym in 15 to 20 minutes. Are you coming?" And it was exciting for me because I just wanted to go hang with him. I just wanted to hang out. It was something to do. And I had been wanting to get back into the gym. So at that point, I was still riding that pink cloud of doing something new and exciting. And I remember when me and him both decided to move out of that town. He moved out of that town about Prescott, Arizona, about a month before me. He moved to Phoenix, Arizona, and I ended up moving back to Denver, Colorado. And it took me 3 years after that to build any sort of consistency where I would actually see any type of weight loss results or fitness results, okay? And I didn't understand why other people were able to show up consistently, the people that I saw on social media. How do they show up? Because there's no way that everybody feels excited every time they go to the gym. It's not like everyone always has somebody to work out with. There are days where we have to work out alone, or circumstances make us feel like maybe we don't want to work out. We don't feel motivated to show up. So I was curious as to how people would do that, how people would show up consistently on a regular basis, how would they create that motivation to show up regularly and create that consistency. So it reminds me of people who don't want to go to work. When they wake up in the morning, they look at their alarm clock and they think, there's no way. I do not want to show. There's 100 different things that I could do right now that are more important than going to work today that I would rather do. Yet, they still find themselves getting up, getting ready, and showing up to work. But it's not in just showing up as part of it, right? Showing up as part of creating that motivation. It's just kind of going through the motions and not thinking too much about the dread that you have about being at work. And I know for me personally, the times that I have woken up and I have not wanted to go to work, these are the things that I did to make it better. I know that I would get myself a coffee, or maybe that didn't mean buying a coffee on my way to work, but getting to work and making myself a cup of coffee or something to drink. That kind of made it a little more refreshing, a little more exciting for me. Finding a coworker that I could chat with the entire time that I'm at work, kind of making the day go by quicker. Trying to be enthusiastic and in a good mood and have fun with what I have. So being in the service industry, working in restaurants, I don't always want to go to work, but I would try to make it something that's fun, actually engage with the customers, try to do the best I can at the job that I'm doing and make it fun and exciting to just pass the time. And that is exactly how I have been able to maintain consistency on my fitness journey, is that because the days where maybe I don't have enough time or I don't feel like going or I'm tired or this or that or the other, I can find ways to make it interesting and make it fun and motivate myself in the midst of feeling like maybe this isn't something that I want to do. Maybe there's 100 other different things that I could do right now. So that's what I would do on my fitness journey. I would find a cool playlist that I really liked, that really brought the feels out or matched the energy that I had, whether it was rock music, rap, R&B, EDM, anything that just kind of elevated my energy levels a little bit. I would maybe go with a friend, invite a friend with me, a girlfriend, a roommate, bring somebody with me to make it fun, have a gym buddy. And I know that's not possible all the time, but sometimes it is. And those are the days where I know that I personally feel a little bit more excited to go. Wearing a gym outfit that I feel good in, a new hoodie that I like. And a lot of people I've heard say, oh, you don't have to, you can work out in old clothes. You don't have to go buy new gym clothes. And if you will get out of bed and show up when you say you're going to show up because you have some dope ass new Nikes that you get to wear at the gym, then do it. If it's going to help you feel better about showing up, then do it. It's not all of these things. There's a lot of shit that we hear on social media and on the internet that does not align with how I've done things. Because the half of the time I'm watching this stuff and I'm like, I haven't found wholesome reasons for going to the gym. I achieved my dream body by trying to get back at an ex because I was heartbroken. And that's it. That's how I did it. You know, there's a lot of unconventional ways that can become conventional for you. People are trying to find these wholesome reasons to do the things that they do. I don't think that you always have to have a wholesome reason. I think that you can have your own motivations and your own reasons for doing things. And if that gets you to where you want to be, then and that's the energy and the drive that you need, and that's the fuel to the fire, then use it. Use it. Do what you can with what you have to make it something that's a little bit better. So if you're struggling with motivation to show up to the gym on a regular basis and it's difficult for you to be consistent in that, there are little things that you can do to just kind of make it a little bit better. Imagine that you have to show up to the gym. You committed to yourself that you're going to show up to the gym, and it's like your job. So how are you going to make it better? You're going to put on your cute fit that you like, the one that makes you feel confident, the one that makes you feel good. You're going to put on your playlist. You know, you're going to whip around. You're going to whip up to the gym, super excited about meeting up with a friend. And I don't think that there's any other better way to build that motivation. If that's just the things that you need to do to make sure you get there and to build that consistency, that's all that matters. So if you guys have any questions about training, nutrition, motivation, consistency, anything, DM me on Instagram at dianarauer.fit. I'll put the link in the description so that you can actually see it. And let me know if you have any questions. I hope this helps for you guys because I know that type of thinking is what helped me create some sort of consistency in the gym, is just learning how to make a process that isn't always super exciting and fun, to make it exciting and fun by being enthusiastic and trying to make things better with what I have. I hope this helps, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.